Here, archaeology has been around for as an institutional government process largely. But yet, when you go out to consult the public as you did in the 2 case studies, it becomes public archaeology. What is the understanding here? In Singapore, we want to do public archaeology. Who is the public archaeology serving, and how does the public get involved in archaeology? Could I ask first question? Derek, any thoughts on what is public archaeology, or what could public archaeology in Singapore be about?
I think as we had discussed this morning, one of the most important things for public archaeology is to establish what the objectives are. So the objective is to engender an inquiry-based public that will ask questions about the past and try to sort of find out more about the past, then the ability to actually have resources that would actually foster that mode of inquiry generally for people would probably be the most important thing. In Singapore, we are not set up as in Hong Kong with the legislature and all that. I don't know whether you saw John Wan's face, completely green with envy. Because we don't have that set up, we will not be able to do what is feasible in Hong Kong. And so really the next best thing in terms of that really would be the availability of the materials in digital format so that it is open to anybody who wants to access it, almost like an archive. And many people have already used the archive, the archive collection for personal sort of interest and research purposes. Probably want to see the same thing happening as well with an archaeological archive.
For me, I always like to do public archaeology because according to my experience, archaeology is very difficult for the public to understand. And that's why I put in extra efforts in doing interpretation and presentation. We hope that we can use innovative ways, ways to can be easily understand to present archaeology to the public. And also, I want to actually my team wants to to reduce the distance between archaeologists and the general public. So it is always my dream to have archaeologists working on site, and the general public can come in. Of course, not in the archaeological trench, not in the pits, but in the outside, can watch archaeologists at work and talk to them or ask them questions. Why do you think like this? What have you found? This is still my dream. Still a long way to go, but I hope we can do something for putting up an exhibition in a train station is actually a big step forward because the space in train station is very expensive. For exhibition, we talk to the MTR and say let's have a space for advertising our exhibition. While the price is really high, but now they have given us too large space to display archaeological finds in Songwon Station. If you visit Hong Kong, I strongly encourage you to visit that display. And it is a big step forward to public archaeology. with more resources, I think or my team will train up more, the general public to explain archaeology to visitors. The Longdon Stone Bridge I talked about in my presentation. I understand that the future management of the stone bridge will involve the community in the neighborhood to do those guided tours for visitors. That's very good. We always like to engage the public. Once they have the interest and they understand the sites, then we are doing public archaeology. But still, I think Hong Kong is still in the initial stage to do public archaeology. We have to do more. First, to do in-depth research on the archaeological finds and sites, and then to present such findings to the general public in an easy understanding way. Present such findings to the general public in an easy understanding way.